Hi, I'm Ronald. I'm a lawyer, advocate, tutor, speaker, writer, thinker. In this episode, I answer the question that's often asked regarding copyright law. Can a person use the image or likeness of another person in an artwork without that other person's permission? Now, this issue can arise, for example, where a model's face is used by an artist in her work without her permission. This is not an issue that actually is technically covered by copyright, which would cover the use of a photograph taken by a photographer, but not the rights of a model to protect his or her own image from being used by others. This actually is relevant to the concept known as personality rights, which generally protects against unauthorized publication of one's private information and commercial exploitation of aspects of a person's persona. However, this concept of law, it does not apply in some jurisdictions and only in some others. Now, insofar, however, as it does not apply, then it is possible for a person of significant stature to have an action in passing off against the other person who is using the image or name for the purposes of, for example, endorsements or merchandising without permission, some form of commercialization. However, the claimant must be able to show that there has been a misrepresentation by the alleged wrongdoer, which misleads the public into thinking that goods or services are in some way associated with the claimant. So in this case, Irvin and Talksport Limited, at 2002, Talksport operated a radio station which had rights to cover the Formula One F1 championship. It produced promotional materials with an image of Eddie Irvin, a famous F1 driver, holding a portable radio and the words "Talk Radio" on it. The image was created by editing the photo, where the mobile phone that Irvin was holding was substituted for a portable radio. There was no question of copyright infringement because the right to use the photograph had been purchased from a photo agency. Now, Irvin, however, sued for passing off and succeeded. The court was satisfied that Irvin had celebrity status as an F1 driver and had been engaged to sponsor various other products as a result. And the use of his image by Talksport had generated the false impression that Irvin had an endorsement deal with Talksport. Now, apart from passing off, there are also questions of privacy. An image of an identifiable individual captured in a photograph or video recording is personal data about the individual, and even an audio recording could comprise personal data if the individual is identifiable from the recording. Therefore, it's possible that in certain circumstances, the use of such an image or personal data would constitute the use of personal data that is infringing under privacy legislation, and the person who has suffered loss may be able to obtain an injunction, a declaration, or damages, as the case may be, as entitled under the privacy legislation or law in general. And that's to answer this question on copyright law. Thank you. Be smart, be brief.